Hi Gemini, this is your reading for Venus in retrograde. So Venus is going in retrograde May 13th all the way till June 25th. And it's also, Venus is in the sign of Gemini. So this might actually affect you guys, especially if you guys have Gemini rising or Gemini in Venus. So yeah, what's happening for a lot of people when it comes to Venus in retrograde is this is a time for people to really slow down, to really have to evaluate their relationships. And not only that, but it's just a time for people to really become honest with themselves. Right now is not much of a good time for people to start dating new relationships because relationships can be very fleeting at this time. Also, be extremely careful on exactly how if you get a new haircut, or if you're gonna purchase clothes, or if you guys are gonna have like surgery that might change your appearance or alter it in any way. So normally wait till after Venus in retrograde if possible. That's the best solution. Also, just don't take large risks, and don't take be careful with your money spending and how you spend it on things. This is a good time for most people, though, to actually start to become more creative, start to be more free-flowing, start to see how to really express themselves. Because we have Gemini in Venus, it's also going to be a good time for you to communicate with your partners, but also to truly listen to your partners, because Gemini also rules the ears as well. And a lot of people at this time, might go and visit people in town, or just like short travel to go see somebody you care about. What I'm feeling for a lot of my Geminis right now is, due to how the planetary alignment is coming, it seems like a lot of people, everyone's trying to like get your attention at this time, or there are people that are trying to woo you. For some of you guys, you might not even be aware that there are people that actually have a thing for you, and then it might come to light more about like your past. You might find people who might have had a crush on you, and then now starting to express it more, or is at least being more obvious with it. Like for some of you guys, you might not be even aware of it, but yeah, a lot of people are admiring you at this time, especially because of how the planets are aligning. So keep that in mind. So if you can already tell, I already went and pulled some cards for you guys. I really wanted to see what energies was aligning for my Geminis. So here we have not enough. Frustrated in relationships, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. We have lightning, sudden changes, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. We have healing heart. Wow. Healing heart from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Then we have karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. And then we have the Phoenix. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and change mind. So I was sensing for some of you guys, this is going to be a time of transformation. Even before I was shuffling the cards, I had a feeling that for a lot of my Geminis, it's your self-image and it's how you view yourself that's going to be transforming and changing. I think for some of you guys, you've obviously dealt with people that you would consider, and I don't always like to use karmic as a word that's always bad, because karmic isn't a bad word, and it doesn't always mean a bad connotation to it, but it does unfortunately have kind of a bad rap for it. But you could be dealing with a person that you've had to just learn lessons from. And for some of you guys, having to learn to heal through those lessons and having to learn to heal through the situation. Clearly, it could have been something that came up. Maybe you heard something. Maybe something came to you as a surprise, and this really sets you guys off this month. And whatever is going on for you guys, again, it's really forcing a lot of people to take a step back and really evaluate what is going on in their connections. So here we just have regular tarot cards I'm going to use to further hone in on these energies of the other cards. So here we have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Magician, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the High Priestess. So what I was also getting with the card of not enough, it was interesting is because a lot of people view you in such a high regard, but I think for a lot of my Geminis, you're not even aware of it. And it's not even just Venus in retrograde that's causing people to do this. It's also because you have a tendency of actually being a very you come off extremely stable. You come off extremely knowledgeable, very knowing. And for a lot of you guys, you hold back a lot from yourself. You hold back a lot from people. And it's not like you mean to, but it's like there's that piece of you that you have a hard time really getting to know. And it's interesting is because it's almost like your higher self or your intuition, it's like it's trying to point you into the directions of what is really meant for you and what is really going to be abundant for you. Because I'm sensing for a lot of you guys that there is something that you're not even aware of that is going to happen for you guys that could actually potentially waking you back up again to really make you see life in a whole other point of view. It's like, I think for some of my Geminis, you guys have been feeling like life has been dull and boring, and you feel like you don't have as much passion or as much desire as you once did. And for some of you guys, you might be expecting a phone call from a past person because it is in a retrograde. Past people come back a lot, or at least past situations for you to heal. So what I was also kind of sensing as well is we have this, and I always like to look at the lightning bolt as if it's a tower moment, but I am sensing for some of my Geminis, you guys are having an epiphany about past relationships that I think is going to help you heal and lead you to a whole other perspective and point of view. We have the Five of Swords, we have the Page of Cups, we have the Judgment, we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Swords. So for some of you guys, this could have been a situation where you could have dealt with a person where you felt like this person, I'm getting the sense that there was like unfair treatment in a situation, or something happened where you felt like you didn't have much of a saying and you felt very much so upset about it. Whether you express that emotionally or not, I am sensing that there has been some emotional attachment to whatever news or whatever has happened to you that has caused you guys to really have to like reevaluate yourselves. Because I am sensing for some of you guys, you are now starting to see your past actions with relationships. And for some of you guys, maybe you want to come out and reach out and heal this connection with this person, or maybe this person wants to reach out and connect and heal this connection with you. Whatever it is, I am sensing that there is somebody that has now reevaluated their emotions and has now reevaluated who they are and who they, like what exactly that they had to offer, or even how they reacted to you. It's almost like somebody's now seeing the errors of their ways and they want to balance it out. They want to make this more like, I apologize, I'm sorry, can we try and work this out? And this person's going to try and be upfront and honest with you guys at this time. For some of you guys, I am sensing that you guys don't really know how you feel about this situation with this individual, because for some of you, you might feel like this is a trap, like, because I'm sensing for some of you guys, this is a moment that puts you in shock because you didn't expect this person to come back, or you didn't expect yourself to view this person in a different way than you already have now. Again, I am sensing like this is kind of different for everybody, but I am really feeling that this person that you are dealing with, this individual wants to make it right, or you want to make it right, but I am sensing that it's like positive energy. This is a positive thing. Whenever I'm sensing that you guys have obviously a lot to heal and a lot to work through, but I feel like once you do, then you're going to start being the better for it. You're going to start really growing and healing, because I feel like, yeah, the situation's not over yet. This situation is not done. And for some of you guys, I think you didn't want this situation to be done. And because of that, you didn't want it to be done because you actually love this person. You found happiness with this person. And it's hard for you two to really express one another. I think that you guys can say harsh things that requires you guys to really go within and heal. It's like this person triggers you and you trigger them. And because of that, it's almost like you don't see a victory in this situation. You don't really see how this situation could really play out and really be good to your benefit, is what it feels like. It seems like this person really does try to, like, it almost feels like whoever you're dealing with or you're dealing with, it's almost like you guys felt kind of felt kind of like, how do I word this? It is kind of, you never felt like you were enough for this person or this person was enough for you. But I'm sensing that you didn't feel like you were enough for this person. And because of that, you got left in a consistent state of anxiety. And I think for some of you guys, you have a hard time even sleeping, like your sleeping patterns can be off. But I'm feeling like you're really not listening to what you truly feel is right for you. And I think for some of you guys, you viewed this relationship as toxic. And it's just because you two were playing out this karmic cycle that you two needed to play out in order to really heal. And for some of you guys, your love and feelings for this person is still there, and you still want this to grow, and you still want this to expand, and you still want to, like, you feel this pain still, you still feel this hurt, you still feel this past, like, I'm not sensing that anybody's really talking to each other. And if you guys were going to communicate, it will take some time, is what it feels like for you or this person. But I am sensing for some of you guys, like, you just really don't know how to put things into words, put things into perspective. It's like you have a really hard time communicating or just talking. And I think having Venus in retrograde is going to help you guys really slow down and really be able to articulate your words, really be able to help you express your words in the way that you need to express them. And here we have, like, obviously, like, the full wanting to take a new leap in faith into a new connection or to a new direction in life, you know, trusting yourself, trusting what makes you happy, trusting what brings you that fulfillment. But, you know, it's like having to not lie to yourself and having to not, you know, like, it's interesting here because we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. It's like you're lying to yourself. You're saying to yourself that this relationship can't bring you that, if that makes sense. For some of you guys, I think you guys chalked this up as this was a soulmate to you or something like that. But then the more you started thinking about it, you're like, no, they're more like a karmic partner. But, like, the truth of the matter is technically they can be both. And I think what's going on is some of you guys viewed this person in a more negative way, or you viewed yourself in a negative way. But however this went down, it's like you've convinced yourself that you cannot find happiness in this connection. But deep down inside, you know you're not really listening to your intuition. You know you're not really being honest with yourself, because a part of you knows that this connection can be rekindled. A part of you knows this connection can be saved, and that part of you knows that this connection can actually manifest into something a lot more fulfilling and beneficial for you in the long run. But there was a lot of interference. There was a lot of people that I think there was people involved in this connection that probably caused some conflict. I also think that there was past pain and past hurt that you and this other person have had in even previous relationships, or even what this person could say. It's like this person just knows how to trigger you. This person really knows how to hurt you. And because of that, you felt like you needed to walk away, because whoever walked away from the situation walked away because they felt like they were not good enough and they were afraid of being abandoned or rejected. And then the person that felt abandoned and rejected felt like they were not good enough. So you both I feel like, are essentially mirroring each other. And I think you both kind of came to the conclusion that this relationship was toxic. But I feel like there's been enough separation, enough time, that I think for some of you guys, you're more able to say, okay, I can see maybe some of this working out. But you didn't feel like this, like the connection that you two had together, it was never on solid foundation. It was never on solid ground. And you were aware of that. I think when you guys moved past it, moved on from this person, I think you were well aware of that situation, that it wasn't on solid ground. But yet you still fought in this connection in a way. It's like you still, I'm sensing for some of you guys, you felt like you had to fight away the feelings you had for this person, or you had to fight away the people around you, or even just the person that you were with. For some of you who left this connection, you could have dealt with the person who kept trying to come back and kept trying to make this work, and you kept saying, no, I've made my decision, no, I've made my decision. And then this person gets all upset about it. And I think this person gets all upset about it because what's happening for you is you guys are, you know that there's love there, but you feel like it's like you just didn't want to put in that work not because you don't care about this person, but because that would require you to really have to be honest with yourself and honest with this person. And it would really have to require you to really balance out. For some of you guys, I'm feeling like there's a group of you that I'm picking up that has anger issues, and you don't know how to heal or work through that, you know? But whoever it was, like, you've just made a decision and you went down a different path, and now you've convinced yourself that this person that you were once with is not meant for you. And I'm not saying that this person is, but I also am sensing that there's a lot of denial in this connection between you and this individual. I am sensing that there is, like, you could have heard that this person moved on after you left this person and that upsetted you, or it could be vice versa. Or you could find out that this person, you probably knew that this person was dating again, because I'm sensing for some of you guys, this connection has been separated for a while. And because of that, it's almost like you're dealing with a person who's eventually moved on, but deep down they still have you in their heart. But they could be in a more serious committed relationship, and whatever you heard could have upsetted you. Something set some of you off, and that's what's now starting to begin the healing process. And this Venus in retrograde is really starting to slow you guys down to really have to reevaluate what's going on. Because I am sensing for a lot of you guys, like, you have no idea what good fortunes can come your way once you just really step back and reevaluate your options and really just evaluate yourself. I think that once this person came into your life to teach you to see your self-worth, to see what you deserve. And for some of you, this person could have just treated you poorly, and that's how you see what you deserve. And for others of you, this person could have been loving and kind and caring, and because of that, it has caused you to view it in a more negative way. You know what I mean? Like, this person could have loved you and you didn't know how to handle that love because you've never gotten love like this before. So you felt like there had to have been a catch. You felt like there had to have been a reason for it. And due to that, it caused you to really slow down. It caused you to really have to re-examine this. And because you did that, you feel kind of like you felt like you didn't deserve this love that this person was giving you. So I am sensing for some of you guys, this person actually could have just treated you poorly, and the other person could have been loving. But it was teaching both of you to value yourself and both of you to acknowledge that you both deserve love. And that's what this connection is for. And for some of you guys, you're more than likely willing to rekindle with this person. I am sensing that somebody does want to communicate here, but this person is kind of afraid to. So whether that's you or this other party that you're dealing with, I am sensing that there is somebody that wants to be honest with you, but the problem of it is they can't even be honest with themselves at this current state in time. Some of you guys might not even be able to even really have a relationship right now. So I'm sensing for some of you guys, this has been this has been long enough that both of you could have moved on and had other relationships. And so for some of you guys, it becomes kind of messy because somebody could have broken up with another person and realized, yeah, I still love this other person. I want to take this person back, but this person's still in a committed relationship, and I don't want to mess things up for this person because I feel like I already had messed things up with this person. You know what I mean? It's almost like this person's out of respect trying to stay away because they don't want to cause more havoc in your life than they already have, but they want to communicate with you. This person really misses you. And that's what I'm feeling for some of you guys. But yeah, let's see what energies my Geminis rising have for May 13th to January 25th. Let's see if we can get more energy. Yeah, because I was just picking this up, like, really wanting to express and communicate, and I'm getting, like, to be blunt too. It's like just wanting to say to this person, hey, I like you, let's make this work, and leave it like that. I'm not sensing like it's a really emotional, like, if this person left you, okay, and this person's coming back, or whoever left but wants to come back, it almost seems like this person is, I'm sensing, is very like an air sign. It's like Gemini, but I am sensing that it's kind of like wanting to be more straightforward in this situation, being like, I've made my decision. I decide to reevaluate the decision I made in the past, and I want to work things out with you now. Because I am sensing here, like, you made this final decision. You were not happy with the decision that you've made, and now you're reevaluating it. You're like, I want this decision now. I don't want the other one that I chose. And it's like you're explaining that to this person, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like you're not really using a whole lot of emotional, like you're just coming at it from a logical state, and this could affect the other person without you really realizing it. But I am sensing that this person made you happy, and you're well aware that this person made you happy. Because here we have the Sun card again. Like, you can't, like, you are just, there's a lot going on here. And I'm sensing that, this, you know, you really knew you were happy with this person. You really didn't want it to end. But you knew that whoever left knew that they screwed up in this situation. They want to make it right, but they don't know necessarily how, but they want to make it right. They really want to give you that satisfaction, or at least give you that closure. I feel like there's a person that if you guys left the connection and you just didn't give this person closure, it's almost like, even if this person doesn't take me back, it's like I still want to give this person closure, or I still want to like at least try with this person. Because I feel like you want to let go of this burden that you felt when you let go of this person initially. Because I'm feeling that what was happening is you were carrying so much weight already from past previous connections that when you got into this connection, it's like this person just kept triggering all of those wands, all of those burdens that you were carrying, and then you leaving this person, you thought that that was going to let go of those burdens, but instead it caused another burden, and you're now learning that, you know, I want to let go of all these burdens. I want to actually just do this. I want to do this for myself. And so you're trying to stop. It's almost like you feel like you're going in the wrong direction. I'm feeling this for some of my Geminis, or you're dealing with a person who feels like they are going in the wrong direction. And because of that, it's like you're trying to put a whole break, a whole stop, and turn around and reevaluate, because it's like, wait, what am I investing in? I don't think I want to invest in that any longer. I want to actually invest in this other person. So I need to reevaluate what I'm doing with my life right now. And that's kind of what it feels like. You really wanting to reevaluate because you want to actually work with this person now. You want to give your pentacle away to this person, whereas before you weren't ready to do that. But I feel like for some of you guys, or this person that you're dealing with, it's a slow process, I'm feeling, but it's getting there. Because this person still has to reevaluate their emotions. They still have to reevaluate, because I'm sensing like they don't, whoever you're dealing with, or even you, okay, because I'm getting both. I'm getting a heavy mixture of some of you guys got left behind, and this person is now having to come back and apologize and want to work out things, or you were the one that left and now you want to work things out. But I am sensing that whatever's going on, it's like you have to really reevaluate your emotions, because you need to put in that hard work that you're not putting in the work that you need to really heal. You're not putting in that work to truly really heal your emotional state. You're not giving yourself that pause and that time to really sit down and really evaluate what this connection is, or just really evaluate yourself in general. Because I am sensing like this is a group of people who have had their heart broken several times and who has made themselves cold. And I'm sensing that you could, like, you're a person that's like deep down a nice, nurturing, loving person, but for some reason, you know, after a while, I feel like you become jaded and you feel like you had to take and take and take and never give. And that could be for this person or you. Take it as ever it resonates. But I'm sensing that there is a person here who consistently kept taking. And the reason they kept taking is because they felt like they were never enough. They felt like they never had enough. And because of that, they also were afraid to really express how they felt, or to really even give to the connection, because they felt like they will be taken advantage of, or they'll be used, or they're just kind of afraid to really put themselves out there, because I'm getting the sense that you're dealing with a person who it's kind of like they were so afraid to truly like give you anything in this connection. This person could have given you just breadcrumbs because they were just so worried. They were just so afraid of what was going to happen and how this was going to happen that they never really stopped to address the issues that they had inside. Like they saw something that they didn't like in themselves and they could have projected it onto you as well. But I'm sensing that this person deep down has a kind, loving heart, but this person, you're just not seeing it. Whoever was cold and jaded in the situation just doesn't see um their own worth enough to really like try and put in that work, because this person sees no point. It's like the end point is no matter what, it's never going to go in my favor. And that's what it feels like. It's like this person has told themselves many of times that they're never going to truly be seen or truly be loved in a situation, because they felt like even as a child that they just never could get the love and approval that they've always wanted. But it's like this person in you, whoever you're dealing with, it's like you both want to heal. You both want to move past this. And for some of you guys, you might not even want to take this person back, but you still have to heal this. Some of this is coming back up. You're like, oh, great, an ex from the past. I don't want to deal with this person. Well, this person might not even contact you. It could just be that this is coming back up because this is still something that needed to be healed. But I am sensing for some of you guys that this cycle, what's happening in this Venus in retrograde, it's really going to make you go within and really have to evaluate the pain and to help you heal through it. Because you guys have been, I think you guys go back and forth, like what you really want, how to, a part of you knows how to get what you truly want, but you want to let go of this pain, but you're afraid to let go of this. It's so weird because I'm getting the sense of you want to let go of the pain so that you can have a serious commitment with somebody, but at the same time you're juggling, but I don't want a serious commitment. And it's not because you don't want a serious commitment, or it's not because you don't want to be like, it's not even necessarily just even a commitment. It's also just like falling into a rut, falling into that tradition, falling into things that you don't really feel like you want to do, but you feel conflicted between the two because it's like a part of you wants it, but a part of you doesn't want it. Like a part of you wants this person, but a part of you doesn't want this person. It's like that inner conflict that I'm sensing for some of you guys. But it requires you to really listen to your intuition, because for some of you guys, that you haven't listened to your intuition. That you haven't been entirely forthright and honest with yourselves. And this is what's happening, is once you can learn to let go, once you learn to really reevaluate what it is that you truly wish and want to desire, and you actually work through these issues, the world is going to seem brighter to you. It's almost like the world is going to be a kinder, more caring place. I'm sensing for some of you guys, you felt like the world was never safe. You felt like those and people around you, you're waiting for that other shoe to drop. Like you always felt like you had to be on guard. And because of that, it has left you to be tired and depleted. And even connections that you care about, you're too afraid to truly open up and be honest with, because it's almost like you're dealing with a person who is kind of afraid to, it's so weird. It's like they're afraid to really be truthful within themselves, because they see this connection as like, well, what is it that I really want, and how is it that I can actually like achieve it or go after it? But it almost seems like I don't know how to explain it. It feels like the person that I'm honing in on that has because I'm getting that both of you had low self-esteem, but I'm sensing for some of you guys, you also projected that self-esteem in a way that was very like external from you. And now that you're going to heal that internal, you're going to start to see the external fall into place, fall together. I guess that's what I was trying to say, but I'm having a hard time like saying it for some reason. And it's also like, because once you start to really acknowledge and work and heal through whatever it is that you're going through, I feel like you're going to try to express and open up to this person. But I think that right now at this moment, it's like you want to talk to this person, because I am sensing that, like, you really want to talk to this person, but you're afraid that you don't really have anything to offer this person, so you're not really saying anything. You're not really opening up to this person. But I am sensing for some of you guys that this is actually a cycle that will eventually change and eventually grow for you guys. Because what's happening right now for some of you guys is when you start to release past hurts of not feeling good enough, then you're going to start to really see your value. And it's almost like once you start to see your value, that's when all the good things start to happen, and that's when you're going to start finding new people that are great for you, or this person in the past that you care about, or just a new connection. Like, I'm sensing for some of you guys, you want to get back together with this person, and I'm sensing some of you guys, you don't. But you still have to, either way, you still have to heal whatever this connection brought up for you guys. Because I'm sensing that this connection was meant to happen, that this connection was meant for you to really see what it was exactly that you had. Because I'm sensing for some of you guys, you were not content with your life, and you guys were missing opportunities that you guys didn't even know existed, because you were blocking yourself off so much, because you felt like you didn't deserve some of the things that was coming to you, all of the good things that were coming. You're blocking it out, and because of that, now it's like, okay, now this is time to heal, because if you can't do that, then eventually you're not going to have the proper skills, or you're not going to have the proper, like, anything you really need. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like the stuff that you want, you have been either dodging it on a subconscious level, like you're just not seeing it, or you see it and then you run away from it, and then you have to heal the situation again, you know? But it requires to be honest, and I'm sensing that both of you have been pulling back. Both of you are not really communicating, because the truth of it is either both of you or one of you doesn't want to be honest, doesn't want to tell the other person what really happened in a situation. Because I am sensing for some of you guys, there could have been a situation to where you left this person because you felt guilty because you could have cheated, or something could have happened to where you knew that you were lying to this person. You could have told this person, oh, this is why I'm leaving you, but really in reality, this was a different reason. You know, stuff like that. There's something that you just don't want to be honest about. And it was in the past. Whatever it was, you just didn't want to be honest about in the past. And you're not seeing anything really come of it anymore. It feels like this energy has been stagnant for a while. Like, whoever kept trying to make this work has given up on it almost at this point, just because this person feels like they had to. But I'm sensing that the person that wants to come back is the person who feels like they've done a lot of the damage. And again, like, I just really am sensing like you just don't want to rehash the past with this person, which is why I think you're coming at it from a state of more logic. But I think what's happening for some of you guys is you're too afraid to truly open up, because you're afraid of what this might come of it. If you're afraid that this person might actually reject you, or this person might view you, like, that this person might not take you back, that this is actually over. And I think for some of you guys, that terrifies you to think that this relationship is actually over and done. And it's because like, deep down, this person is still mirroring to you all of that childhood wounds, and it's like you want this person's approval, you want this person's love and affection, because you never got it from a parent, or because you never got it when you were younger. And because of that, you know, it feels like it has stifled you in a way. But that's part of the lesson, and that's part of the growth, was to meet this person and then to have this happen, so that you can truly heal and truly see what this connection really was. And that's kind of what I'm getting for some of you guys. It was really just to see what this connection really was for you. And like, this is going to be a major time and a major shift for you guys, because I am sensing that once you actually can, again, really reevaluate and see how amazing you are, because I'm sensing for some of you guys, what has been really blocking a lot of my Geminis too is you guys could have had so many options, so many things that caught your eye and caught your attention, but you felt like you didn't have the strength to go for what you truly wanted, to go for what you really thought was going to be the best for you. And because of that, because you felt unworthy of whatever it was that you truly wanted, you guys, you're now kind of coming to that conclusion of like, wait, what am I really investing in? What am I really doing? And that's what's pulling you back. Because if you're going to be honest with you, you really wanted this connection, you really love this person, and you want this person in your life. And it's interesting is it's like you want emotional fulfillment, but you're not allowing yourself that emotional fulfillment. You're not allowing yourself to truly be happy because you're not being honest with yourself. You're not really evaluating what it is that you truly want. And if you're going to be honest with yourself, you would realize that you want to invest into this relationship, or you want to invest into a specific person from the past or even in the now that you feel like you are having such a hard time doing. And because of that, it has caused some of you guys to, again, to really have to slow down and really have to reevaluate. And because of that, it's like this Venus in retrograde is really going to bring you guys to that point, to where you're going to find that emotional fulfillment. You're going to find what truly makes you guys happy and what really brings you guys that joy and that fulfillment. And when doing so, you guys are really going to, I'm just sensing, really open up and really start to express yourself. And it all requires to that mental thought that you have in the back of your mind that you can't make this manifest, that you can't make this work. And that's what's keeping you stuck, Gemini, is the way you perceive yourself, the way you view yourself, and the way that you think others will view you. You need to be honest with yourself. You really need to evaluate your emotions, and you need to balance out whatever emotions that is hard for you to express. Really heal through the trauma and heal through the relationship itself, and then you'll come back on the other side a lot stronger, a lot more happier, and being able to start something new, whether it's with this person or another person. But I am sensing that this cycle, it's a slow cycle, but it's a cycle that has been coming to this phase for a while, and it is now starting to close out. And due to that, you guys are now really feeling it, and you guys are really experiencing it on an energetic level. And this is really going to help you guys a lot to just really, I'm feeling like once you can learn to heal, and once you can really learn to allow yourself to become reborn again, like the phoenix, that you will rise again, that you can actually manifest whatever it is that you truly want, then that's when you start to really heal those inner childhood wounds, then that's when your life is really going to open up for you guys, and you guys are really going to have new opportunities that you couldn't even thought was imaginable. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that this resonates for you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.